Hello, everybody. Oh shit, let me adjust the lighting a little. Alright, that's a little bit better. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this sketchbook video. This is my first time recording one in my new apartment. That's kind of exciting. I've only recorded 2 when I lived in the dorms, but my last one was in the dorm. But now I live in an apartment, so that's fun. Kind of groggy. I mentioned this in the voiceover that I just recorded for another video that should be up by now. Very fucking groggy. I slept like way too much today, and now it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm gonna be wide awake. I went and saw TV Girl last night with my girlfriend, and I'm sleepy. It was a good show. Had a good time. Kind of, ish. I complained about teenagers in my last video. So if you watch that one, you get my complaint. I'm 20, so now I can complain about teenagers. So this sketchbook, it is a Blick house brand sketchbook. I think it's not 9 by 12 because it's a little bit small. I think it's like 8.5 by 11. It's like their house brand sketchbook. I guess I would recommend it. I got it on sale, like a back to school sale, right before my freshman year of college. There was a 2-pack for $5. And then I went the other day to get a sketchbook for my girlfriend's little sister for her birthday, and they were like $14 for just one, and I was like, oh, I guess I got a good deal. Paper's kind of like whatever. Doesn't really take wet media super well, but, you know, overall it was a pretty solid sketchbook. I filled it. Okay, sorry about that. I tried to adjust the tripod a little bit and then the whole thing fell. Anyways, pretty solid sketchbook. The stickers are ones that I printed myself because I used to print my own stickers for my Patreon. I no longer do that because I ran out of the ink and I decided I would just have an easier time outsourcing my stickers. So now I outsource through Sticker App. Use Sticker App because Sticker Mule is horrible and transphobic and conservative, and fuck those guys. Sticker App, amazing. Sticker App, great. But these are ones that I made at home. This one I designed myself, and this one is like one I put on Redbubble when I was like 15. And then some of them are just like random ones from like pen pals. I used to buy stickers on AliExpress. I don't do that anymore because there's a lot of stolen artwork and it just felt kind of bad. So yeah, let's open it up. The inside we got hype stickers from records that I bought. I think this was the same when I did my last one. We got Superorganism, Lemon Demon, Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, Thank You Happy Birthday by Cage the Elephant, Cardigans, Mitski, Cakes Sherm of Compassion box set, It's Blitz by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. This one, I don't remember what that came with. This was like a Starbucks drive-through sticker that somebody gave me like over Christmas break. Let's get this over a little bit. So yeah, started 10/19/20 and finished 9/26/21. So this is a part 2, so I'm only going to be covering the last half of the sketchbook. It's a little less than half because I ended up taking some paper out. If you want to see the rest of it, go to part 1. Part 1 is on my channel. Let me find where we left off. I know where we left off. I just have to get there. It was... I should have bookmarked it. That would have been smart. I know the page. I just gotta shimmy my way to it. So I believe it was, I think, okay, I'm pretty sure this is where we left off. I said I know, but like I remember like this wasn't finished yet. So these were thumbnails that I did for my final drawing 2 assignment. We had to design, oh god, what was the assignment? It was like surrealism, so we had to do like a surreal space. So you had to like create an environment. So I decided to get creative with it, and I did, my space was in the reflection of these visors of these space pilot girls. I remember I was kind of thinking of a backstory for them. Not that I had to, but like just I like to think that they were like evil and watching like their army explode a planet. I don't know. These are my original thumbnails. Like originally I was gonna do like a woman driving and like her face was all goopy and melty. Whoa, this is like some dramatic shadows from this lighting. Goopy lady with like a creepy lady in the backseat of her car. Another woman driving, but in her like her face is like melting, and in her sunglasses you see the explosion, but you couldn't see enough of the space. So I decided to like enlarge it, and then I was like, oh, I'll just do visors of space helmets. So this was my thumbnail for the final concept. I'll throw up a photo of the actual one here so you can see. My dad really liked it. I gave it to him. I think he's planning on framing it and hanging it if he hasn't already. So then we got some sketches of my OC Rowan. Just fun sketches of her. I like her a lot. I haven't drawn her in a long time or really given her much thought lately. I miss her. A little drawing I did of me and my girlfriend. This was a couple months ago. We got our periods on the same day, so we just laid in bed and ate candy and played Animal Crossing for hours, and it was amazing. So I did a little drawing to, like, remember it. And it's her phone lock screen right now, which I think is really cute. Oh, this is actually where I left off, I think. I don't remember. I remember seeing this, like, in the sketchbook video that I did. I'm a mess. So, yeah, these were continued thumbnails because my professor was like, you need to, like, push, like, the distortion more because it's on a lens, or, like, a visor, so it's going to be rounded, so it's going to distort the image. So I was, like, trying to figure out how to do that, and then, like, swatching and whatnot. This was a little comic I did. So far, I think only my patrons have seen it. I was just really frustrated because I had really bad burnout at the end of my freshman year, because I took 3 studio classes, and I had also started dating my girlfriend. I was working a lot. I was just never home. When I was home, I didn't want to make art because every time I was at school, I was making art. And I just kind of had, like, a crisis because, for years my personality, or I guess, like, my one defining trait that I've always put out there is just like, yep, I'm an artist. I'm president of art club. I make art. I do commissions for a living. I have a Patreon. Like, this and that. Like, that's just who I was in high school. And getting to college and getting into an art school where everybody's thing is art, but also never having the time or energy to make art just kind of crushed me. I wasn't prepared for it. I'm still kind of working on it. It's getting a little bit better. I've just kind of accepted that while I'm in school, a lot of my more, like, passion projects, I guess, will just have to kind of go on the back burner while I pursue an education. It sucks. I hate that that's the way it is. Maybe I'll find a happy balance later on, but for this semester, I'm really just trying to pass my classes and, put my best work out there that I can. So this is just a little, like, frustration scribbly comic I did right when the semester ended. And these are sketches that I did at Ponce City Market when I was on a date with my girlfriend. She was skating the Beltline, and this was before I got my new skates, so I just kind of sat at Ponce and drew some people while she skated. And it was really fun, and I would love to go back and do that again. Like, it was a perfect night. Like, everything about it was amazing. We got some thumbnails. This was thumbnails for my June Patreon rewards. It was Gravity Falls themed, so I decided to redraw a redraw that I did. So I redrew a screenshot when the season 2 trailer dropped when I was in middle school. I redrew this one frame that now we know is from sock opera, so I redrew that for the Patreon print. And it was really neat to just see how far I've come in, like, 5 years. And there's, like, a to-do list, I guess. Things that I wanted to do this summer. Witch Hunt Chapter 3 did not happen. I wanted to make a pickaroo, did not happen. Patreon rewards did happen. An original from my friend Rihanna. I started it, but did not finish it, because when I'm in the studio painting 6 hours a week, the last thing I really want to do right now is come home and paint some more. It's something I'm hoping to have done for her by the end of the year. It's something I owe her as a favor. And Rihanna, if you're watching this, I love you. And then this was just testing some pens. My girlfriend's family, somebody in my girlfriend's family was, like, an art teacher who just retired, I think. They gave us a huge bag of art supplies and let us, like, go through them. So I picked out some pens, and some of them were kind of crusty, but kind of fun. This was when I went to my mom's house in Florida. I flew out on the 19th, I guess. So those are just my doodles on the plane. My girlfriend pointed out, like, I wrote, here to abuse barista boyfriend privileges, which is 100% me, or at least was 100% me, before Starbucks got kind of strict. But I used to always go see my girlfriend at work and get some free coffee, which I can't do anymore because they'll get in trouble. But it was nice while it lasted. I really like this spread. I think these were doodles on my flight home, if I remember correctly. I love the like weird hatching I did on Steven's dress and how it just kind of disappears. I love drawing Steven in like weird outfits, like traditionally like witchy stuff too, because they're a witch, and like in Witch Hunt, the witches are like typically very traditional and like still kind of follow like old, I don't know, like I guess like rituals and stuff, and they dress up for them. So I love drawing Steven in like stuff with their heritage, I guess. That feels weird to say, but I love this. I'm still really happy with this. These are some drawings I did in Florida also. This is my mom's dog, Selena. She's very adorable. She's an American Bulldog. She's a rescue. She's deaf and just so strange and goofy. I really like this one because she makes this face a lot because she gets spooked very easily. So she just goes like, boo. And it's like so cute. So we took her to a park and I was trying to draw her when she was sitting relatively still. Drawings of Juniper and Mesa. I don't really like this one as much anymore. Things just kind of feel off about it. This is a drawing of my friend's cat, Lily. I don't remember the real context of this, but she's got little rain boots and a little rain hat on, so it's kind of cute. Mesa drawings. I really like these, although I always forget that this spread exists because I don't really go back through the sketchbook often. I really like this drawing of her. This is what started the whole spread. Mesa is a character who I guess would be one of the protagonists of a spin-off comic of Witch Hunt that I really want to make. She's a fairy. I've talked about her a little bit before in my other videos, but I love drawing her because I get to draw her in like flowy dresses and I get to draw her wings, and she's just so pretty and I love her so much. I drew these when I was at my mom's because I was thinking about Jennifer's body. I'm always thinking about Jennifer's body. Very excited because my October Patreon theme is Jennifer's body, and I just finished the sticker the other night and now I just got to do the print. So, lyrics from the whole song that inspired the movie title, the quote from the movie, you know. These are just like redraws of stills, but I love like the contrast between these two, like Needy and Jennifer at the end of the movie when they're all like dirty and bloody and they're in their fucked up prom dresses, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Peak cinematography. This is a drawing I did for Amber because she was always like when we were like still like, we weren't exactly like first started dating, but it was earlier on in our relationship, and she's always like, oh, like this would be like such a nice moment for you to draw. So I always like would try to like glue those moments into my brain and remember them so I could draw them later. So I drew this. It's just a cute little doodle of us. And then she added really sweet doodles and a note on my birthday the other day when we were going back through my sketchbook when I finished it. And this is a drawing of Selena again. Swatching, my friend Thea so graciously lent me her Posca pen collection because she had a bunch for an old project that she wasn't using. So she let me get my little goblin hands on them. And one of my goals for my new sketchbook is to actually make art with them, because right now I just use them for doodling and like, you know, the occasional, I don't know, detail here and there. So I really want to use them more. I swatched them, figured out which ones worked, figured out which ones didn't work because they were a couple years old at this point. And then right before we moved out, my old roommate gave me a glass ink pen, glass dip pen. And I was trying it and I just really couldn't get the hang of it, but it was kind of fun. I really like this spread. It's a little hard to see on camera. It's a lot more vibrant in person. But I really like these water-soluble pens. I can only ever find them at Blick. Or sorry, pencils, not pens. Will it focus? I've been using these since high school. They're my favorite to thumbnail comics with, but also just fun to use in my sketchbook. And because they're water-soluble, they blend really well. I drew my girlfriend when we were on vacation. We were all sitting around the table with her family, just hanging out. I drew her while she was playing Toontown, I think. Or maybe it was Animal Crossing. And then my friend's cats. That is Lily. That is Louise. That's my friend Al playing Clone Hero. Not Guitar Hero, but Clone Hero, which is I guess like a rip of Guitar Hero where it's all of them on the computer. Yeah, she got very into that this summer, so I drew her while she was playing it. These gouache paintings ended up being the theme for my May Patreon. I ended up finishing this digitally because it just was not cooperating well with me on this paper. The paper was starting to like get eaten, so I had to stop while I was ahead. And then these three designs were stickers. Or maybe it's just these two. I don't think the cake ended up being a sticker. And then I used Cake lyrics in the final print, because Cake is one of my favorite bands, and I painted a cake. This was a coffee mug painting that I started and then immediately hated, so I just covered it. Another page that I just wasn't really feeling. This was me trying to do stuff with Posca pens on vacation and just couldn't get the hang of it. And then I drew Matt. I was going to draw Ryan, but I didn't really have room, and I didn't like how Matt turned out. But I drew Matt from that one, Chinatown Market, I think that's what it was called. They did like some collab stream with people I'd never heard of, but they did like a boxing photo shoot, so I drew Matt. These are some leaves and flowers that my girlfriend gave me that I pressed. Fun OC spread. This is where my draw with me video that's going up / went up starts, and then the rest of the sketchbook I recorded me doing it, so if you want to watch me draw these live, not in real time because I had to speed it up, but if you want to watch these be drawn, that exists. So OC stuff in fashion. I love this Steven. This is what started the spread. I drew Steven while I was on vacation. Then when I came home, I added these, and then just as it goes on, I like them less and less. But I love this Whitney. I don't like this Irene. I drew her too skinny. She's not that skinny. And then Mesa just looks off. This page looked way cooler in my head than when I actually made it. Wasn't feeling it. These are some drawings from Java Cats, which is a local cat cafe that my girlfriend just actually got a job at, and I am very proud of her. This is a cat cafe. Super awesome. I love going there. Usually when I go, I don't draw because I get distracted by the cats, and I just take pictures and draw them later, which I think that's what I did here. But my favorite cat, his name is Jake. He's very fat, so they all call him Jake the Cake. He's so fucking cute, and I would adopt him if he wasn't special needs and bonded to 2 other cats. Figure drawings. I started doing a lot of figure drawings because they fill up a lot of room, and they're also just fun. I really love drawing the figure. Like, that is my favorite kind of study to do, and honestly just my favorite thing to draw. I love drawing people. Something about drawing anatomy is so satisfying to me. Like, I love the shapes. So these were all 45 seconds each, just like done really quick with Tombow, and they're referenced from Line of Action. More drawings. This is one of my favorite drawings in the entire sketchbook. There's just something about like these butt dimples and like the lumps and the curves in the whole body that I love so much. These are things I hate about myself, but I love when it comes to figure drawing. It's so much fun. Oh, I love it. So I love these 3, but this one especially. This is a portrait I did of my girlfriend. She had to do fairy-themed makeup for class because she's in cosmetology school, so I drew from one of the reference photos she took. And then I just wrote lyrics from a song that kind of made me think of this drawing. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know, sometimes I'm like iffy on like the likeness of it, or like capturing her likeness. Like, I'm like, there's things I could have improved on, but overall, it was fun. I did this while I was sitting with my girlfriend and her roommate one night, referenced from Line of Action again, but I did their animal reference. I used to really like drawing the reptiles in high school, so that's what I did again. I really like this frog, and I really like this turtle, but everything else just it's kind of meh to me. It doesn't really stand out that much, but I like these little lumpy stars I drew. They're very cute. Stephen and Thomas spread. It's not probably won't show up super well on camera. But just listening to sappy music, thinking of my OCs kissing, the same shit that I did every day in high school. And then when Thomas, I don't know why he doesn't have a shirt on, but he doesn't have a shirt on. He's just wearing his jeans. Unfinished, kind of messy note spread. This was just leftover paint. I don't remember what the paint was from. This was my August Patreon sticker. This is my first time ever outsourcing my stickers. This is from Sticker App. It is a transparent sticker, but you can't really tell. You can kind of see the ink behind it. I did a brain in a jar, and it's actually like all the way transparent. Like the green is like also a little bit transparent, so it looks like it's actually like in a liquid in a clear container. And I don't know. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Because yeah, my August theme was Psychonauts, because obviously Psychonauts 2 came out. So I got a little fancy with it, and I'm happy with them. There's a drawing of the lead singer of Metric. Her name is escaping me, and Thea's going to be very disappointed in me. I think her name is Emily Haynes? I don't know. I was listening to a lot of Metric this summer. Metric makes me very nostalgic because my middle school best friend was in love with Metric. More figures, 60-ish seconds apparently. Really like these ones up here. This one's really weird looking. It's very elongated. Yeah, we got some butts, we got some boobs, we got some dicks. I really like this one. Just something about the peach and the purple and the way they kind of overlay is very satisfying to me. I like filling in my figure drawing pages with lyrics of whatever songs I was listening to when I drew them too. I had high hopes for this page and now I kind of hate it. It was inspired by the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires? Oh my god, it's on my shelf, I could go look. By Grady Hendrix. Pretty good book. It was my first time reading horror, and it was deeply unsettling, but so good. I finished the book in like a week and a half, and I read like the last like 150 pages in one night. Very good book. I'm on a Grady Hendrix kick right now. I just finished my best friend's Exorcism. I am currently reading The Final Girl Support Group. I just started that one the other day. I'm not very far into it yet. But yeah, I love me a good female-led horror. Got some vampires, got some gore. There's a lot of bugs and rats and gross stuff like that. So overall, pretty good book. I will say trigger warning for sexual assault. That is a theme that kind of happens later in the book. If you're not cool with that, maybe read one of his other books. If you want some horror that doesn't have icky stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I was really excited to draw this page. I was going to do a whole spread about the book, and then I just stopped because I didn't like how these turned out. This is a sequence from the book. I think it goes like that, or maybe, I don't remember how I was supposed to order it. The main character finds her old lady neighbor eating a dead raccoon in the alleyway, and then the old lady, like, lunges at her and swallows her earlobe and, like, all this creepy, insane shit. Fun vampire book. That's all I gotta say. Here's an OC spread. I was thinking about my OCs, Lopi and Memphis at first. They're also from that spin-off comic I eventually want to make. Talked about them before in another video. Lopi is not necessarily like a fairy prince, but that's like kind of close to what he is, I guess. And he falls in love with the lead singer of a punk band. So just soft doodles of them. And then Mesa and Ophelia, because I was thinking about them. Ophelia is Mesa's ex-girlfriend who she dated when she was a teenager, and just thinking about teenage sapphic fairies. Got a drawing of my friend Adrienne, referenced from a picture I took of her when she was getting ready to go out on a date, I think. I don't remember, it was sometime this summer, but I don't know, it was just a cute, happy photo, so I redrew it. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Hate this! It was supposed to be Community fan art because I finished Community, and it just, they all look so creepy and weird. I didn't do any undersketching or anything, I just drew their shapes with marker and then drew their faces over in pen. It was kind of fun and experimental, but god, it turned out ugly and weird. More figure drawing because stuff started to bleed. I like the flow of this spread a lot. It's kind of fun. I like how I don't think these two actually went together, but I like that they look like they do. Like it looks like two people having a conversation. We got some Psychonauts stuff. It was having a bad brain night, and I was like, you know what'll make me feel better? Psychonauts. Because I've loved Psychonauts since I was in, like, 7th grade, so seeing everybody suddenly fall in love with it again has made me very, very happy. And Psychonauts 2, oh my god, it was so good. Like, I'm still thinking about it over a month later. It was, like, everything I could have wanted and more. Like, somebody on Twitter was like, Psychonauts 2 is the Shrek 2 of video game sequels, and it makes so much sense. It is, like, everything that was good about the first one, but better. But that's just me. So I drew some Mia x Hollis, because I kind of ship them, even though I love Sasha and Mia. I don't know, I love Hollis so much. Like, I was kind of iffy on her at first, like, when they were, like, releasing stuff about the game. Like, I was like, okay, whatever, like, Interns, Hollis, yeah. But then, like, the second she was on screen, I was like, oh my god, I love her! And I love Mia, as always. And I will kiss every Psychonaut on God, because honestly, I think all the adult Psychonauts just have, like, a messy, like, polycule thing going on. That's the vibe. This was a bad brain night, so I was just scribbling. I have, like, this monster girl, Sona, that I always draw at the beginning of every sketchbook, and I haven't drawn her in a while. So I just drew her in, like, outfits I'd been wearing, like my pajamas, an outfit I bought. We got some Rav lyrics, because I was re-listening to one of his unreleased albums that hits very hard. It makes me very depressed, and it's, like, one of those instances where it's like, this song is gonna make me more sad if I listen to it, but it's so cathartic, you know? We got some doodles I did while I was on the phone. Nothing too particular about these, just the same monster girl from before. Then we got my drawings of the interns from Psychonauts 2. Pretty happy with these. I really love this Sam. I love Sam. Sam is like, honestly might be my favorite character in the entire franchise, because it used to be Dogen, but then like they were like, here's Dogen, but like weird and a teenage girl. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, like if I was 14, I would kin Sam Boole so hard. It's not even funny. So yeah, Sam is my favorite intern, possibly my favorite character in the whole franchise. But I redrew all of them, because I love them all, except for Norma, right? Her name is Norma? I did not like her. I'm sorry. Everybody on Twitter is in love with her, but I'm like, she was annoying, and she was mean to her ass, so I don't know. I really like this spread a lot. We got notes for a project that I'm working on around Christmas. We got some hand studies from Line of Action, a drawing of one of my best friends, slightly obese, no longer as obese, cat, Cora. She's very cute. Zoe sent me a picture of her, and I was like, oh my god. And then I was going through Leighton Gray's digital sketchbook scene. Leighton Gray is like one of my biggest inspirations. I love her podcast. I love all of her like work that she's done. Dream Daddy was very weirdly influential to me as a teenager. So I went back through her zines, and I kind of just wanted to like see, like, I don't know, like I wanted to draw something that just like kind of represented a lot of the motifs of her art. And I wrote, can you tell I'm inspired by Leighton Gray? Because she always draws like cool monster girls. She's always drawing topless girls, cute underwear, I guess like bodies with like a little bit of chub to them in certain places. So like you got like a little chubby tummy, you got stretch marks on the thighs, you got little armpit chub, messy hair, big eyelashes, piercings, weird ears, horns. It was a really fun, just kind of little study I did, and very just satisfying to draw, I guess, because I don't really ever try to replicate other people's styles like I used to when I was younger. So yeah, a lot of the credit goes to her for inspiration. We have some hands from Line of Action, drawn with Tombow marker like always. Got some Group Love lyrics because this is the day that I was going to go see Group Love. We got some fembots from Austin Powers, because Celia and I have been on an embarrassingly huge Austin Powers kick. Well, maybe they wouldn't call it embarrassing. I guess I wouldn't call it that either. Austin Powers has kind of been like our thing. We watched all the movies this summer. I just finally saw Goldmember the other day, and it was definitely not good. But the other two I liked. I love the fembots. I don't know. There's just something about them. Maybe just because I'm gay, but I'm like, yes, this is peak cinema. So yeah, drew some fembots, and then I watched Being John Malkovich. It was really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but I heard them talk about it, I think, on Leighton night, and I was like, that sounds really interesting. I'm gonna give it a go. And Catherine Keener's character in that movie, oh my god, I was like, whoa, I want to draw her so bad. Vaguely, well, I guess she'd be like true neutral or chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral 90s bisexual businesswoman. Sign me up. And then lyrics to I'm Your Villain by Franz Ferdinand. I really like this sketch. Thumbnail for my Meet the Artist. I ended up doing a different pose and kind of vibe to it, but some of it's the same. Drawing of my girlfriend, referenced from a picture from her from Halloween like a year or two ago, because she asked me to draw her as a vampire, so I delivered. And just a quick study from Pinterest to kind of fill in some space. More figure drawings. I'm pretty happy with these, not a lot to say. Just, you know, fill in the sketchbook. I really like the combo of the brown marker with the gold. Those are just satisfying colors. And then we got some group love studies because I went and saw Group Love, and Hannah Hooper is incredible. The show is so good. That was my first like indoor big venue concert post, well, not even post COVID, but since COVID, I should say, because we're still in a pandemic. Everybody had to be vaccinated to get in. Most people wore their masks. I felt pretty safe. It wasn't that huge of a venue. My friend got me tickets for my birthday, so we went. It was my first time seeing Group Love, and I got very choked up because I've been listening to Group Love since I was like 10 or 11, and my mom and I used to listen to Group Love together, and I got so emotional because their daughter ended up being in front of us the whole show with her grandparents, and like they kept dedicating songs to her, but like because she was in front of us, they were like looking our direction, and they were like the song goes out to our daughter, and I don't know, like just on a weird emotional level, I was like, oh my god, it's me and my mom. Really great show. They put on an amazing show. Hannah's outfit was so cool. It was like split color pants and like a harness thing and a cute little jacket she designed, and she was just dancing around having a good time, so I took pictures and drew. Scary Godmother drawing, because I was thinking about Scary Godmother. So I redrew Hannah and I think his name is Orson, like what they would look like now, because like they were my age when I used to watch the shows on Cartoon Network. So I redrew them as like college students. And I don't know, I love Scary Godmother. Celia and I rewatched them the other day, and we got into a debate on whether or not Scary Godmother is hot / a MILF. Comment below your opinions. I really want to know what people think. I had a crush on Scary Godmother as a kid. I am in the leaning that she was hot. If people are allowed to have crushes on, like, Robin Hood and the lion from The Lion King, I don't know which lion I'm even talking about, any of the lions from Lion King, or, like, I can't even think of any other weird childhood crushes, but if straight people are allowed to have those characters be their childhood crushes, I should be allowed to say Scary Godmother is hot. End of story. And then this is the last page. Kind of uneventful. It was on my birthday. We were at Aurora, which is my favorite coffee shop. It's in Little Five Points. It was me and Amber. We were having a pretty terrible day at this moment. Just kind of one of those days where everything felt like it was going wrong. I had a really shitty week, too. So I think I was just, like, going through an emotional hangover from having a shitty week. Her tire popped right before I drew this. We were both just like, oh. But the day turned around. Things got better. I got to drink a delicious coffee with my girlfriend and sit and draw at my favorite cafe, and she helped cheer me up a lot and really turned my day around. So, yeah, and then I wrote, like, a little note. It appears I've impulsively decided to end this sketchbook. I ripped out some paper. September 26th, 2021, my 20th birthday. I'm at Aurora Coffee in Little Five Points. It is 12:47 p.m. and 75 degrees with a light breeze. I'm a big jumbled mess of emotions today, and that is okay. Goodbye, sketchbook. Yeah, I was very emotionally sensitive the whole day, and then I realized it was just PMS. So, you know how it goes. Here's more hype stickers. We got, I don't know what this one was. I think this might have been Modern Baseball. I did get Modern Baseball, so that might be from Modern Baseball. Yeah, I don't know. I got Modern Baseball. I got the Nameless Ranger EP. I don't even think I've listened to it yet. I just grabbed it because, like, it was record store day, and it's kind of hard to find sometimes, although I think they just repressed it. I got Franz Ferdinand, Always Ascending. Very good album. It came with a signed print that is hanging above my desk. Mother, Mother, Oh My Heart. It was the 10-year anniversary pressing. I finally got my hands on it. Really bummed because I also ordered Eureka, the 10-year pressing for that, and it like sold out before I could get it, I guess. So they were like, if it comes back in stock, we'll send it to you, but we don't think it's ever going to come back in stock, so here's like a vague order you might have and get one day. So I'm like, that's cool. So for now, I just have Oh My Heart, and then I got a first pressing of Touch Up a couple years ago that is also very cool. I got the Juno soundtrack, so my girlfriend and I could listen to it together. And then on record store day, I got MF Doom because he had just passed, so they had like a special like memorial, I guess, copy of this album. Haven't listened to it a whole lot, honestly. I need to listen to it more. I keep forgetting I have it. But yeah, these are the hype stickers that I ended up getting while I had this. I've bought more records since getting this. They just didn't have hype stickers. Like I got Watch Out for Snakes. I got some TV Girl last night. I got a couple Franz Ferdinand albums besides Always Ascending because they just repressed all of them. So yeah, kind of bummer because I always like putting the stickers in there. But maybe my next sketchbook will have some cool ones. And then for the back of the sketchbook, we got my vaccination sticker because I went and got vaccinated. I got vaccinated at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, so the sticker is kind of cool. You know, it's neat getting vaccinated in such a big, like, culturally important building, I guess. That's Kanye's house. I got vaccinated at Kanye's house. Starbucks sticker from when I voted in the runoff that I found in my car that I put on here. Psyduck Band-Aid, because my girlfriend likes the Pokemon Band-Aids, and I like Psyduck. Sticker app sticker, they always send you this sticker when you order from them, and it's like kind of holographic. And then a sticker my girlfriend printed at work. There's a Made in Canada sticker here too. Don't know what was made in Canada, I don't remember anymore. It says, oh no, grande cup of water, no ice, no water, warm, foam, 69 degrees, extra hot, with no room, honey, stevia, sugar, Splenda, agave, no whip, no topping, no caramel, no mocha, and then just like it goes on. And then I was sitting in the cafe before they closed it again because COVID. It was briefly open. I was sitting there for a few hours and drawing, and she brought me a sticker. It says, wink wink, venti cup of water, which I guess is a tall drink of water. You are gay, extra hot, honey. And then she got her coworker to draw a little capybara for me because I love capybaras. So, yeah, that is... Ooh, just shook my whole desk. That is the end of the sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble and look at my lunatic drawings. I would show you my next sketchbook, but it's on the other side of my house, and I don't feel like going and grabbing it, so you'll have to wait. I'm sorry. But this is it. Another one for the books. Gonna chuck this in the big stack of sketchbooks under my desk and not open it for a couple months, possibly years. We'll know. Who knows? So anyways, thank you for watching. As always, I have a Patreon where I can send you prints and stickers directly into your mailbox every month if you want that, or I'll even do a sketch for you, or you can just look at exclusive sketches. You get early access to YouTube and comic content when my comic isn't on hiatus, which it currently is, and just other goodies and glimpses into my life as a part-time freelance artist, full-time art student. So yeah, there's that. I have a TikTok, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. I probably have other social medias and things to plug that I'm forgetting, but the good news is I have a link tree that has all of those things readily accessible for you to click on if you so please. So yeah, maybe check that out. It's in the description below. It's marms.art. That's the easy URL to remember. So yeah, with that, I'm going to shower and go to bed. And by go to bed, I mean get cozy and watch cartoons and play some Stardew Valley for a little bit before I have class tomorrow. Have a good evening, day, night, whatever, wherever you are. Stay safe. I don't know what else to say. Good night. It's nighttime for me, so I'm going to say good night. Good night, everybody.